Oh, I hear him. He's up there.
Hold on,
He's over there. There he is. Charlie, go to the door. Don't you dare. Come on, buddy.
Here, Charlie. Charlie. Oh, hi. You want to come in here? Now he thinks this is his home.
Little putz.
Hello.
Another gorgeous day in the greenhouse. Not so much outside.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out. Actually, the sun was really shining this morning. Now it's just after lunchtime and clouds are.
Yeah. This morning,
sun.
it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It was 95 degrees in here already. So the sun was powerful this morning. But yeah, now the clouds set in and it's not as warm anymore.
So last night, Charlie got to come in the greenhouse.
Yep. We've been having some vole issues again in the carrot bed.
How much do you regret that we didn't close off the greenhouse to the ground underneath?
A lot, but I think they would have chewed through it.
Yeah, it would have been a temporary solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. You live, you learn.
I tried putting him in here. We made a spot for him to sleep, and we also made a spot for him to go poop and potty, and he did good, but no vole. So, and I looked in the beds, and he was chasing something around. You can see his paw prints. So, but there was nothing, unless he ate it.
Or something.
Unless he ate it. But normally he kills it, and then he sets it out for us to see.
Yeah.
And then he takes it.
You think that's
there.
why he sets it out?
Yeah.
Here you are.
I think he does. Look what I did.
Be proud.
So we're going to go through and show you guys what we have planned. We've been busy. We also have some plans for the bed. But the sun's really not out there right now to be really warm, so I don't know if we'll do that today. But we need to start getting that soil built up in this bed over here. And then we have next couple of days going to be cold this week. And then after that, they're saying it's going to start warming up. So I am going to, if that's the case, I'm going to watch the weather close. And maybe the beginning of next week, or we're going to watch the weather. But I want to order some compost in bulk. So we have a couple of plans for this year. We're just taking our time.
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
There's always more plans than we can complete, but yeah, we have big dreams, busy. Right? So I think last time we shared with you our spinach coming up, we had mentioned that the baby spinach was coming up, some of it, not all of it, but the Norfolk spinach hadn't popped up yet, and it is popped up now. Oh, Charlie. But, oh, get off the spinach, silly. But it definitely didn't come up everywhere, and I think that was because the ground was a little soft. My holes were a little deep, but we're really excited that the spinach is growing because we will have to be pulling that other stuff soon. Our onion seeds, we've had a lot of people asking about our onion seedlings here. The ones I planted from seeds I saved really aren't doing the hottest, but a lot of these died before I ever got a chance to trim them, and I think that's really important when you're starting onions from seeds. We've had a lot of people ask about trimming them, and I didn't realize that that wasn't kind of a well-known thing. So I think that's a big reason a lot of people say that what are they called again, Matt? I always forget the name. When you buy a bunch, just a bunch?
Set.
A set, there we go. I think that's why a lot of people say the sets of onions are easier to grow than from seed. I think it's just because getting them growing and keeping them growing is the biggest problem. Because you can see this flat here, they are doing really, really well. These were Patterson yellow onions that we planted, and those ones are doing really well. So a lot of people are asking about why we cut them. And just at first I used to just take these seeds right off the top and toss them because they would almost start rotting, like going bad right from the top. And if you look at wherever a seed is still started really close, you'll see that the seedling is starting to yellow from that point. And a lot of times they'll get almost like this bend in the seed, like this one here. Let's see if I can cut it and kind of show you a little closer. It'll almost like bend and flop. You can see the bend. It'll almost bend and flop right over like that. And then they start almost laying down or getting too tall. So we just go ahead and trim them. Whenever I just notice a few, I'll trim them down. Like this one is really, really tall and it kind of got away from me. and I'll trim them down to like an inch, 2 inches. Just, they can't really be too short. I mean, I'm not cutting them down to the ground, but it seems like it puts more energy into the actual bulb growth rather than growing the stem, because that's not the part we're going to eat anyways. So the next thing we've got going in the greenhouse is our celery. We've got its own extra little greenhouse in here, just kind of protecting it. We're trying to be really gentle as we water it, and it's all coming up really well. In fact, I can tell a lot of these had a lot more than one seed in here, so I will have to kind of thin those out at some point. But I would say about half, maybe a little more than half of the celery came up. And I'm hoping they just stick it out, because it takes a long time to grow decent celery.
Do you think you could take one out like we do with tomatoes and replant that one?
Well, they just say it's so delicate that it's not even worth
Wait until it's
busting.
true leaves it first?
Well, they say it's so delicate you should always just cut at the, like where the dirt is, because then you're not disturbing any of the roots, because the second you pull out one, you're disturbing the roots from the other one.
Sure.
So yeah, I am more lenient on other plants with that. But
4 comfrey have come up. We have one that is just jamming like you wouldn't believe. That's the one that was, oh, there's 5. Sarah just pointed out there's 5. I didn't see that little guy. So we have 5 coming up, but this one here is just jamming. It is going crazy. And that's the one that was doing really well in the bag. So I'm glad that that one came through. I'm really excited to get these, to put them outside and get these growing so we can use them as fertilizer. I'm really pumped for that tea to use this year.
you know you can't drink it, right?
Yeah, I don't drink tea. It'd be you. And then the spinach is still doing really well. You know, it's not doing too bad. We've been cutting actually quite a bit of it off. Our neighbor came over and they brought over a spinach salad that we really liked, so we've been eating that. And with doing our Lent deal about not eating sugar and basically eating keto, so it worked out really good. So we've been eating a lot of it because of that. So we got cabbage coming up. It is just starting to, like, really, all of them, you can see all the seeds starting to come out and sprawl. So it's pretty cool. I can't wait for that. We have a different way we're going to try planting it this year, because normally our cabbage hasn't been turning out the last couple of years for us, and we don't know why, so we're changing things up. Also, we have cauliflower, and it looks like only probably a quarter of the plants have come up. So not too good of germination on that. But the seeds were old on it, so you know, it happens. It's not the end of the world. The leeks, if you don't remember, last week when I was trying to be nice water and everything, I tapped the pole and shot the leeks on jet. So I kind of destroyed, it looks like 3 blocks, but when you look at all the other blocks, they all have little swirls in them except for only a couple. So it looks like we're going to get some leeks out of it.
So we did a whole flat of iceberg lettuce, which we haven't really had great success doing heads of lettuce before, but I'm hoping if we start them in these seed blocks, we got them started quite early, that they will do really well. Normally we just do a lot more leaf lettuce style. And then in the next tray I have our hot peppers. We've got some Tabasco, some cayenne, some pepperoni, some jalapenos, and then I did do quite a few jalapenos in here. And none of these have sprouted yet, but I was trying to recall last year, I'm pretty sure I kept them inside so that they were nice and warm until the weather got decent, and they really just need that warmth to start sprouting. So I don't know, I probably should be doing that, but just in reality of we've been busy with other things, they've been out here. If you saw last week's, I think it was Thursday's vlog, we were out here planting bell peppers. We planted 120 or so of the King of the North bell peppers, and so we have 2 flats of those and then part of this flat. And I also started some kohlrabi. So that was, I think, let's see if that was 20, maybe like 30 kohlrabi plants all started at the same time, so that's a lot. So we're definitely going to have to look into some pickling recipes for that. So we haven't been really taking due care of the herbs that are in here. You can tell by the calendula over there. But the fennel just popped up and started growing some new shoots, and so did the oregano. That sage has been doing well this whole time, and
I really
still
am
is.
surprised that sage went right through the winter like it was nothing.
Yeah, it was no problem in here. Not at all. And then, what was this one? Rosemary? I think this is rosemary. That one's doing really well too. Now I just got to clean up those pots and take care of them.
I think all we really need to do is top dress the soil on these pots, like the fennel and the ones that are growing, and then the other ones we'll have to do the same thing but reseed.
Yeah, I'm excited to get rid of these tarps in here. So
I know.
hopefully in the next week, you think?
Yeah.
Soon. The sooner the better.
Yeah. They're just a pain. Because we want to put seeds up here too. So.
Just working around them. Yeah, exactly.
It's all right. All within due time. It's better than all over in our house. So.
That's true.
And then we've also been having a little heater going in here. The next couple of nights we're going to have it going because of the cold nights. And last night it got down to 17 degrees and it was 35 in the greenhouse. So it was warmer in here because this had this plastic on here.
With those peppers in there, we really want to try to keep it warm.
Yep. So that little heater works pretty good. And we got it for free from our business, a gift from another business. So I think it was a good gift.
Yeah, it was. Thanks.
So I hope you guys liked the video. And as always, glad you guys see me again.
And me.